प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्महेधि वेदस्य महानि स्तः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासि अनेनाधीतेनाहोरात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्भक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु भक्तारमवतु भक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः गूरं मांस्य नलोदिलोऽम्बरमहर् नाथो हिमांशु पुमान् इत्याभाति चराचरात्मकमिदं यस्यैव मूर्त्यष्टकम् नान्यत्किञ्चन विद्यते विमृशताम् यस्मात् परस्मात् विभो तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये सर्वात्मत्वमिति स्फुटीकृतमिदं यस्मादमुष्मिन् स्तवे तेनास्य श्रवणात् तदर्थमननात् ज्ञानाच्च संकीर्तनात् सर्वात्मत्वमहाविभूतिसहितं स्यादीश्वरस्त्वं स्वतः सिद्धेत्तत्पुनरष्टधा परिणतं चैश्वर्यमव्याहतम् सदा शिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः।
Read Katham Punaha. Page 16, line 2, middle.
कथम पुनः प्रत्यगात्मनि अन्य विषये अध्यासः
अविषये प्रत्यगात्मनि अविषये
अध्यासः विषयस्तद्धर्माणां सर्वो हि पुरोवस्थिते विषये विषयांतरम् अध्यस्यति युष्मत् प्रत्ययापेतस्य च प्रत्यगात्मनः अविषयत्वं ब्रवीषि।
Adhyasa is an object available for direct perception is acceptable. In Shukti, Rajata can be superimposed. I think every time I need not tell shell and the silver, you should know by Shukti and Rajata. Like this, many words we have to, like Adhyasa, every time superimposition, Adhyasa. Possible. But in the case of Shukti Rajata, that shell is seen by you, it is perceptibly available. That means for any adhyasa, the adhisthana, the basis must be available for perception by the Indriya Sanyuktatvam must be there. Plus, it must be available as a Vishaya, an object of cognition. This is the Vyapti rule. What is the rule? The Adhisthana, which is for the Adhyasa, has to be perceptible through sense organs, and it has to be Vishaya. Is your Atma like that? No. How is it possible? So therefore now that same thing is continued. Tika 16 page, last but one line, last word. Pratichi purne indriyagrahe vishayasya ahankaradehe tadharmanam cha adhyasaha katham iti arthaha. See, katham punaha pratyagatmani avishaye adhyasaha vishaya tadharmanam. We have seen this. We have bhasha, we have seen. So what is the sum and substance of this akshepa or a Purvapaksha, doubt by Purvapaksha? It says pratichi. Pratichi means pratyagatmani. In the pratyagatma. Pratyagatma, Chaitanya Swarupa, free from even the Antakarana Upadhi, which is by its Swarupa itself, Purne, which is Purna means limitless, non-dual in nature. No limitations are there in which. So Purne, again it is Indriya Agrahe. Indriyaihi agrahe. Agrahya, not perceptible through the Indriya, sense organ. In that, Vishayasya, here Vishaya stands for Anatma. What are those? Namely, Ahankaradehi. Ahankara means not simply I notion, it also includes Antakarmana, Antakarna. So Ahankaradehi. Not only that means Asma, that is the Yushmat Pratyaya. Not only that, Tad Dharmanam means Anatma Dharmanam cha Adhyasaha Katham. How is it possible? Why not possible? The Purvapaksha gives rule according to him. What is the rule? Ukta Vyaptim Aha. Tika. Continuing. Sarvohi, that is next sentence of Bhashya is connected. So Ukta Vyaptim Aha. The rule that was cited. What is that? Adhyasa is possible in an Adhisthana which is Indriya Sanyukta, is available for perception through the Indriyas, and it is an object of cognition. So that in the Bhashya, Purvapaksha tells Bhashyakara, describe that Sarvohi iti. Sarvohi means all, without exception. When the Adhyasa takes place, what happens? That Adhisthana must be in front of them. Purovastite means in front. What do you mean by in front of them? Not literally in front of them. What is meant by Purovastitam? Purovastitam, Tika. Now you be along with the Tika, continuing it. Purovastitam Indriya Sanyuktatvam, meaning Purovastitam, Purovastita, last word of last line, page 16, then Indriya Sanyuktatvam, first word on page 17, Ratnaprabha. Purovastitatam means that being in front means Indriya Sanyuktatvam, means where there is what is called otherwise as Indriya Sannikarsha, contact of sense organs with the sense object. So that is what said Indriya Sanyuktatvam. Fine. So what you want now? Purvapaksha. For Adhyasa, if Adhyasa has to take place in Atma, that means Adhyasa of Anatma on Atma, Atma must be available for cognition 3. And why not it should be? it is available. If who says? No, no. If Vedanti says, you want, is it not, the Indriya, that is Adhisthana, should be available perceptibly, is it not? Atma Vive. Sir, with that greed of proving Adhyasa, if you accept Atma to be Indriya Sanyukta, your entire Vedanta will go fat. So that is explained now. See, Nanu, this Nanu, you know whose Nanu it is? Counter argued by Vedanti. See, not that Vedanti is going to say that, but Tikakara says, if Vedanti says so, this is the problem for which Bhashyakara gives the answer. That is what he wants to introduce the Bhashya that is going to be told. What Bhashyakara has got in the mind. This is what it is. What Bhashyakara has got in the mind when he says Uchyate or Yushmat Pratyayo Patyas, etc. Say that he has to. That is why Tika's job is such things only, which are not expressly told, but it is there in the mind, which is clear in the context. And because it is not clear in the context for us, the Tikakara comes and tells us. That is the role of Tika. Nanu, this is by Vedanti. Suppose Vedanti says so, Vedanti will never say so, but suppose Vedanti says so, Atmanaha api adhishthanatvartham, for Atma to become the adhisthana, for what? Adhyasa of anatma on it, Vishayatvadikam astu iti ataha. Let there be Vishayatva, etc. means Vishayatvam means objectification. Adi means what? Indriya Sanyuktatvam. So that being perceptible through this is Astu. Astu means what? Let it be there. So it says Ataha. If it is said so, the Purvapakshi says Hu aha Purvapakshi. What is that? Yushmaditi. What is Yushmaditi? Bhashya. Yushmat pratyaya apetasya cha pratyagatmanaha avishayatvam bravishi. You are telling. What are you telling? He says, Pratyagatma. In the case of Pratyagatma, what is the nature of Pratyagatma? Yushmat Pratyayapetasya. The Pratyagatma, wherein Yushmat Pratyaya means what? Anatma. Anatma means Apeta is terminated or devoid of. Apetasya means without. Rahitasya. Apetasya means Rahitasya. The Pratyagatma, which is without or free from the Yushmar Pratyaya, that is Anatma, Pratyagatmanaha, Avishayatvam Bravishi. You are telling Avishayatva means it is not an object of cognition. So that you are only telling the Bravishi. Same thing is being explained by Tikakara, continuing. Idam pratyayanarhasya pratyagatmanaha. Pratyagatmanaha, the pratyagatma which is not fit to become idam. So which is not fit to anarhasya, which is not to fit become idam means as an object. Pratyagatmanaha na chakshusha grihyate iti shrutim anusrutya. There is Shruti. Somewhere in Upanishad it is said, na chakshusha grihyate. Atma cannot be seen through eyes. It cannot be heard through ears. This is what does it mean? Ityadi shrutim anusrutya. Following this Shruti, what are you telling? Avishayatvam bravishi. You are talking of Atma as not an object that you are telling. Now, see, sometimes Tikakaras also are humorous. they make us say, look, now with this longing to prove Adhyasa, with a greed to prove Adhyasa, if you accept Atma as Vishaya, you are going against your own Siddhanta. It is Apasiddhanta for you. Say, Samprati, now, because you are cornered now. Who is cornered? Vedanti is cornered now. And you are so restless to prove the Adhyasa, and for that, Jane do, let Atma be Vishaya. If you say so, it says Samprati, Adhyasa lobhena. Adhyasa lobhena. Lobha means not actually greed here. Desirous of being, that is, desirous of proving adhyasa, or because of your intense longing for adhyasa, which you want to prove. Vishayatvangi, if you accept the Vishayatva of adhyasa, of Atma, say, Shruti Siddhantayoho Badhaha Syat. Badha, you will be negating two. You know what is that? Shruti Badhaha, Siddhanta Badhaha. You will be going against the Shruti and you will be, that is, speaking something against the Siddhanta. Badhaha Syat iti. So therefore you say, so therefore what you should accept now? You means who? Vedanti. Adhyasa in a perceptible object is possible. In Atma it is, Pradhyasa of Anatma on Atma is not possible. On the face of opposition, Bhashyakara asserts Adhyasa is possible. This is Tika. Atmani adhyasa sambhavanam pratijaniti uchyate iti. The subsequent bhashya uchyate, etc. So it is being introduced now. See, this is a connection introducing the subsequent portion of the bhashya Tikakara Jaya. See, in spite of all this argument by Purvapaksha, Atmani on Atma adhyasa sambhavanam, the possibility of adhyasa pratijaniti. No, what pratijanati? Does the pratijna means asserts, confirms, or introduces. How? Uchyate. Here is the reply. Reply to whom? Purvapaksha by the Siddhanti. Continuing Bhashya.
Uchyate न तावत् अयम् एकान्तेन अविषयः अस्मत् प्रत्यय विषयत्वात् अपरोक्षत्वात् च प्रत्यगात्म प्रसिद्धेः.
Say, look, sir, all that you want is the adhisthana of adhyasa has to be cognized, is it not? Who says adhisthana of atma anatma adhyasa is not cognized? What is adhisthana of anatma adhyasa on atma? Atma. Is it cognized or not cognized? Cognized. Then why do you study Brahmasutra? Say, look, what is required is just the general knowledge of adhisthana. That's all. You should know a general concept of adhisthana. Not that you should know Atma to be Satchidananda Swarupa, then you need not bother about Adhyasa because Adhyasa already gone. If you know Atma Swarupa as Satchidananda Swarupa, Sakshatkara is there, where is Adhyasa? Adhyasa is not there at all. It is already gone. So, but do you know that I am there or not? Or you have to go to Vedanta to find out am I there or not? You know that joke? One person has inhibitions that if I go somewhere in the crowd, what will happen if I get lost? And the wife was a very clever lady. He said, don't worry, I will give you a trick. Take this black ribbon, tie it to your foot. And whenever you have doubt whether you are lost or not, look at the ribbon. And if the ribbon is there, rest assured that what? I am there. He went to some meda. And in that crowd, somebody trampled upon the ribbon. And the ribbon got removed. And after some time when you saw, I am lost, I am lost, I am lost. Why I am lost? Ribbon is not there. Is it? You have to come to Vedanta to know I am there. That whatever I am there, that general knowledge, that is the general knowledge of Atma, that is more than sufficient for adhyasa. There is not going to be told, see, look, there is no rule that it has to be perceived through the indriyas. It has to be an object of cognition. There is no rule for which he is going to give the illustrations. He is going to give the example, means where there is, means the adhisthana, the basis of adhyasa is not available for indriya sanyuktatva, cannot be perceived by indriyas, nor available as an object, and universally it is found that adhyasa is there. Bhashikara is going to explain afterward. Now he says, Na tavad ayam ekantena avishayah. Ayam means so, Dichit Swarupa Atma. Dichit Swarupa Atma. Tavat means, generally tavat means at first. First of all, let us consider this, like that. That's the way of talking. First, let us consider one thing. What is that? Ayam means so, this Atma, Chidatma. Ekantena avishayahana. Ekantena means invariably, is not an avishaya, means is not something beyond the range of cognition. Or it can be, it is not something which is beyond the scope of words, which cannot be described. Ekantena means invariably. No doubt there is something that it cannot be totally objectified, but you at the same time you can't say it is totally beyond the range of knowing. As a result of it, you can't say, oh, the adhisthana of anatma adhyasa is not known. You can't say that way. So therefore avishaya. Why? He says, asmat pratyaya vishayatva. It is the vishaya, something referred to, or you can also say objectified, means known through. Asmat pratyaya. In Tika, we will see more about this. Asmat pratyaya. Asmat pratyaya stands for ahankara, wherein I is available. Or asmat can mean, so that is, Tika will make it clear. Asmat can means Atma, and it is manifest where? In the vritti of ahankara. So therefore, in ahankara, so this I, Atma, is manifest, available for cognition, and therefore asmat pratyaya vishayatva, being the thing that is cognized by asmat pratyaya, being the thing that is cognized by asmat pratyaya. That is one thing. So therefore you can't say adhisthana of atma anatma adhyasa is not known. You can't say. Number two, this atma is aparokshatvacha. It is aparoksha, means swaprakasha. Swaprakasha. It is evident. It is self-evident. See, I am. How do you say so? Or because, yeah? Is it that you are seeing, wait, are you there? Yes, let me see. Yes. I am there. Is it there? Or, sound comes, I am there. Do you say so? So what do you perceive? Do you perceive? Or do you think, am I there? Yes, I am there. See, is it that way? No. I am is something which is spontaneously experienced. It is self-evident. No, now because other not that. See, now you are studying Vedanta. Vedanta speaks of pramana, jnana sadhana, and therefore I am there. What pramana is necessary? Is it that? Which is it that? Now you are hearing. What is the pramana? Pratyaksha. You are hearing through this. Like that, to know I am there, what pramana you are making use of? No. Swaprakasha. Aparokshatuat means yeah, being Swaprakasha, it is self. All this will be explained more in the Tika. Aparokshatuat. Again, because of this, Pratyagatma Prasiddhi. From a child, lay person onwards to a learned person, Pratyagatma, I am there, is verily known. So there is no question of not knowing the basis of this adhyasa. Take the Tika. See, teaching at two levels. One level, Bhashya, then Tika. And when Tika, along with that, you go to Bhashya. Don't take Tika separately and Bhashya separately. With this, that means 3 stages of repetition. First, general as per the Bhashya. Then in detail with respect to the Tika. Then connecting the Tika to Bhashya. So at one juncture or other, you have to catch it. You have to catch it. Of course, I am not going to take this much Tika, this much in detail afterward, but Adhyasa Bhashya needs it. But afterwards, wherever the difficult words or difficult phrases are there, where the Tika can explain better, that certainly will be taken as. So otherwise, if you delve in this Tika, some confusion ho jayega, unless you know thoroughly what it is. Tika can help you, provided you know the knack of studying it, with little Sanskrit also. Some Sanskrit is necessary. Otherwise, this is you will get caught up in a mess. You will not be able to make head or tail. Even now, there are many things I am not taking, which not necessary. Because, see, whenever a teacher teaches, Tika means what? Some teacher, some master has taught to his student, which has been recorded as such. So what has to be taken into account? The level of the students. That's why see Madhusudana Saraswati is any text you take except Gudartha Deepika, my God, every sentence is replete with terminology of Nyaya. Actually that content we know, but to understand those words, you should know the terminology of Nyaya and become jarring as such. Vishishta, Vyapaka, Vyapya, and all such things, etc. comes there. Why? Because he had to encounter these, especially Dvaitins. These Dvaitins, you see, Dvaita, Vishishta, Dvaita. Dvaitins are the one who have mastered Nyaya thoroughly. That's why they venture to dismiss the Advaita as such. And therefore, he is talking to those people, he has to talk in their own language. So this is better. You take Yoga Vasishta, no headache at all. Nothing of this, no Nyaya, Nyaka, Bhat bhi nahi hai udhar. So that everything is what? Atma Nirupana. Yoga Vasishta is not bothered about the Pura Paksha. That's why it has got in the different level itself as such. So that, but here, this is a Mimamsa. It has to take into account those things. Now see, all this terminology, even Nyaya terminology, they are not much in the Bhashya, except second chapter, because he is confronting the Pura Paksha who are Nayayika. He has to use that, otherwise not there itself. So that is, we have to see that. You will see that. Now I am going to, that sheet is given now. So about Adhyasa Krama, there it is Madhusudana. that language itself, it becomes jarring. But I have taken it because we will come to know the order of Adhyasa, which is neither in Tika nor in the Bhashya, which will be supplementing for our better understanding. So now it says, so that is the Pratyagatma Prasiddhi Abala Vruddha Abala Panditaha. From a child to a learned person knows I am there. So you can't say the Adhisthana basis of Atmanatma Adhyasa is not cognized. It is not totally avishaya. Totally avishaya means not at all available for cognition. It is not so. So why? So this is the rule. Adhyasam prati, you can, if you want, you can take it. It is not in your book. Adhyasam prati adhishthanasya samanya jnanam eva hetuhu. It is not in your book. It is from Purnanandiya. Adhyasam prati, with respect to adhyasa, what is indispensable? Adhishthana samanya jnanam. Adhishthana samanya jnanam means adhishthana's samanya jnanam. Samanya jnana means general knowledge of adhishthana, the locus of superimposition, adhyasa, that eva hetuhu, that is only the means. And there is no rule, so there is adhyasam prati adhishthana samanya jnanam eva hetuhu, whereas na indriya sanyogaha, there is no rule that adhishthana must be perceptible through indriyas. There is no such rule at all. So who told you all this? All that is required is a general samanya jnana means a general awareness, a general knowledge of adhishthana. That is what is required. There is no such. So that is now being told. Take the tika. Adhisthanaropyayoho ekasmin jnane bhasamanatvamatram adhyasa vyapakam. This is adhyasa vyapaka. Vyapaka means given yesterday the vritti nirupaka, that which describes the not vritti, vyapti, not vritti, vyapti. Vyapaka is vyapti nirupaka, that which describes the rule. Here it is what? Adhisthana. That which determines, describes means ascertains, determines the adhisthana. What is it? He says adhisthana aropyayoho, of these two. Adhisthana, the basis, locus of superimposition. Aropya, what is aropya? Thing that is superimposed, adhyasta. So that is aropyayoho. Ekasmin jnane, a cognition in a given locus, at one place only. Bhasamanatvam means both adhisthana, basis, and aropya, the thing to be superimposed, should be cognized at a common place. It should be commonly, it should be cognized. Not that is adhisthana separate, aropya separate, no. Means identity. So common knowledge means ekasmin jnana means identity only should be cognized. So that's a abhasamanatvam, cognition of identity between adhisthana and the aropya. That is what is necessary for what? Adhyasa. Matram, matra means kevala. You know what is that kevala? Indriya sanyuktatvam is not required. Perceptibility through the indriyas not required. So for adhisthana what is required now? A cognition of identity between adhisthana and thing to be superimposed. That is what is necessary. Or in other words, general knowledge about the existence of the adhisthana required. Adhyasa takes place. Even after what we shown, sadrishya, similarity also not required. Will be clear. Similarity also, because earlier we have seen, no, between shell and the silvers, that glittering thing, shining was the similarity. Therefore, there it is so. But it is not a rule that for adhyasa some similarity will be there, because without no similarity whatsoever he is going to point out the adhyasa. Illustrations are going to be given. So these are not the rules. What is required? A general knowledge of the existence of the adhisthana, or identity between, general cognition of identity between adhisthana and the aropya. This is what is required. Therefore he says, na tavadayam ekantena avishayaha. He says, now he says, asmat pratyaya, take अस्मत् प्रत्यय विषयत्वा. अस्मत् प्रत्यय विषयत्वा. So अस्मत् प्रत्यय विषयत्वा aparokshत्वाच. These phrases are being explained by Tikakara take next page, page 18, top line, after na tavat ayamatma niyamena avishayah na bhavati. This Atma, na tavad ayam ekantena avishayah was told, no? He said, ayamatma, this Atma, ekante, niyameha, ekantena, ekantena we are seen as invariably. The meaning here he gives as niyamena. Niyamena means as a matter of a rule. So that is, Atma as a rule is never Vishaya, is not so. Here Vishaya means not actually as an object, but something that is cognized. You can't say Atma is something which is totally not cognized, you can't say. So therefore, Niyamena means as a rule or invariably, Atma is not at all cognized, iti na. Such a rule is not there. Why? Tatra hetum aha. Tatra hetum aha. Tatra means Atma is not invariably avishaya. Means Atma is not, it is not true that Atma is not available for cognition. Atma is available for cognition. To this hetu, the reason is being given. What is it? Asmad iti. What is that asmad iti? Asmad pratyaya vishayatva. Being the vishaya, the object or thing that is cognized by asmat pratyaya. So what is this asmat pratyaya? This Tikakara says. Now see, asmat pratyaya vishayatva, Tikakara gives two meanings. Both means the one and same. It is available for cognition through the ahankara vritti. Asmat pratyaya, he says, ahamiti adhyasaha. When you say aham, which aham? Not chidatma aham. As ahankara, is with respect to the body, with the adhyasa, with the body already taken place. So therefore, ahamiti adhyasaha. Tatra bhasamanatva. Bhasamanatva means vishayatva. Vishayatva is of mula. You know, asmat pratyaya vishayatva. What is that vishayatva? That mula, here mula means bhashya. Suppose when you are learning sutras, mula means sutra. It's original. Here, again, there also we have to say bhashya because that sutra is there. Mula is sutra. On sutra the bhashya, on bhashya the tika. So you have to see the context of it. So here, bhasamanatvat is the meaning of vishayatvat of the mula, that is bhashya. Asmat pratyaya means in that adhyasa I with respect to the body, which is antakarana vritti or not? Aham pratyaya. Pratyaya is antakarana vritti. So in that bhasamanatvat, it is being cognized there. So therefore, you can't say Atma is totally not available for cognition, you can't say. Now this is one meaning he has given. The alternative meaning is it. What is it? Here asmat, what is the meaning of asmat taken? Aham pratyaya. Now he says asmat as Atma itself, because asmat pratyaya gocharasya Atma yushmat pratyaya gochara anatma. Asmad as straight away, it is actually asmad directly is Atma only. So therefore I say asmad artha chidatma. The word asmat means what? Chidatma. Say pratibimbatvena tatra pratiyate. This chidatma is where tatra pratiyate. So where that wherein chidatma is cognized. How? Pratibimbitattvena. Pratibimbitatva means being reflected. What is it? Ahankara. 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 Chidabhasa is available. As the Chidabhasa, I is available as that in that ahankara vritti. So therefore, so yet not tatra, yatra. You see that? Asmadarthaha chidatma pratibimbitattvena yatra pratiyate. Yatra, that where it is cognized. What is that where? He says, saha asmat pratyayaha ahankaraha. Asmad, if you want, you are confused, only take this much. Asmad is Chaitanya Rupa Atma. Asmat Pratyaya is Ahankara. In Ahankara Vritti, Atma is cognized or not? I. Whatever that is cognized as the I is what? Atma. That's all. So that is, see, Asmadarthaha Chidatma. Yatra Chidatma Pratibimbitattvena Pratiyate. That wherein Chaitanya Rupa Atma is available for cognition as how? As a reflection. Saha asmat pratyaya. What is that asmat pratyaya? Namely ahankara. Namely ahankara. So pratyaya ahankara. Tatra means where? In ahankare bhasamanatva. Atma is available for cognition. So Vishaya means, see, look here. We say Vishaya means objectification. For objectification, objectifier must be there. And who is the objectifier? Pramata, the knower. With respect to Pramata, the knower. Now here Vishaya means not that we objectification, bhasamanatvam. Bhasamanatvam, appearance or cognition. Atma is available for cognition or not?
Yes.
You say I, that I in ahankara is what? Atma. Samanya jnana is enough to create confusion of adhyasa. So there is a bhasamat iti va artha, alternative. Now one tikakara highlights one part. Sir, why Brahma Mimamsa you are taking? to know Atma. You want to know Atma. Huh? To want to know. For which jnana gives moksha, means the ajnana, bandha is false. And to prove the bandha false, you are trying to prove that it is of the nature of adhyasta. And for establishing adhyasta, first you should know cognition of Atma. For cognition, to adhyasa you are trying to establish, to remove it, to know the Atma. And to know adhyasa, you have to first know Atma. This is not anyonya ashraya. Tikakara says, don't say like this. No, you kept separately. Adhyase sati bhasamanatvam tasmin sati saha iti na parasparashraya iti vachyam. It parasparashraya iti na vachyam. Not to be taken with the vachyam. See, adhyase sati. What is adhyasati? In see, you have taken here. Where is Atma available? In ahankara. When you have said ahankara, you have not taken ahankara for granted? Huh? How? As adhyasta. Ahankara is possible because of adhyasa. So therefore you have already taken the adhyasa of ahankara for granted, wherein you are pointing out the I, Atma. So therefore, when adhyasa is there, what is there? Atma is cognized. And for adhyasa takes place, Atma must be superimposed. Say, adhyase sati means ahankare atmanaha adhyase sati. If in ahankara Atma is superimposed, then what happens? Bhasamanatvam. At that, atmanaha bhasamanatvam. Atma is cognized. Whereas tasmin sati means atmanaha bhasamanatve sati. When Atma is cognized, saha means adhyasa, iti parasparashrayaha iti, there is mutual dependence, iti navachyam. Don't say so. To know Atma, adhyasa must be there, and to have adhyasa, you should know Atma. No. Why? Sir, we have already answered you long back. Naisargikoyam adhyasaha. Naisargika means what? Anadi, natural, which is anadi. Already told that way. Therefore, it is not so. Therefore, anaditva, because it is anadi means beginningless, means it is something that is natural. There we have seen with the word Naisargika, the earlier adhyasa provide the samskara for the later adhyasa that he explained. Purvadhyase, correct your book. Purvabhyase is there. It should be Purvabhyase is printed there. Correct it. Purvadhyase. Those who are teaching have to keep different. One book is not sufficient because you have to keep different. They say because such things happen. Otherwise, one word dhya ka bhya can put you out of gear. You can't make head or tail of it. So therefore you have to. It happened many times. It happened. So therefore I have got a stock of many editions, etc. So therefore that is. And at times it is a crucial word, one word, very crucial, and misprinted there, and you are out of gear. So therefore, Purva. In fact, this book, when I studied and this thing, I was using other book. Now I say. So I have to refer. I have easily got it. It is Purva. There it is Purvadhyase. It is Purvabhyase. Purvadhyase. See, Purvadhyase bhasamanatmanaha means bhasamanasya atmana. Atma, which is cognized in the earlier adhyasa, it becomes the adhisthana, basis for what? Uttaradhyasadhisthana tvasambhava. It becomes the basis for the Uttaradhyasa. Uttaradhyasa, see, the subsequent adhyasa. This is one thing. What is the one reason? Atma is known. Why? Asmat pratyaya vishayatva. Fine? So see, one free asmat pratyaya vishayatva, Tikakara explains so much. Now, aparokshatvacha. Then skip that line, take next line. Swaprakashatvad ityartha. Got it? Sixth line, second word. Swaprakashatvad ityartha. Atma is swaprakasha. Swaprakasha means self-evident. You don't need any other means to know it. How Atma is swaprakasha is explained by the next word in the bhashya. What is it? Pratyagatma prasiddhehi. See that? Tika. Swaprakashatvam sadhayati. So sadhayati means establishes, proves. What he proves? Atma is swaprakasha. It is self-evident. How? Pratyagatma prasiddhehi. The pratyagatma, I, is something which is prasiddha. Prasiddha means universally known, not famous here. Prasiddha means not famous, which is universally known. And how Tikakara explains, he says, Abala panditam atmanaha samshayadi shunyatvena prasiddhehe swaprakashatvam iti arthaha. Abala panditam, it can you take anvaya like this. Abala panditam means from a child onwards to a great learned person, scholar. Samshayadi shunyatvena atmanaha prasiddhi. Atma is known, well known. How? Samshayadi shunyena. Free from any doubt, vagueness, adi for vagueness. I am. Is it something not known to anyone, or is it vague? I think perhaps I am. I know some I think French philosophers say, I think, therefore I am. And if you don't think, you are not that. He said, I think Descartes told that. I think, therefore I am. In sleep, do you think? No. There you are not that. Be careful. All bank balance will go. All bank balance. Nobody will dare to sleep. Not even to wink also. Not even a dose also. Yes, sir. You will not even why? गया नहीं है. Or suppose next person comes, somebody else, somebody else, you will not be able to correlate afterwards as such. So that was it. So that is, it is well known to that Samshayadi Shunyatvena Swaprakashatvam. Therefore it is called as Swaprakasha, self-evident. So that in the case, what is required for Adhyasa? Common knowledge of Adhisthana. Available or not? Yes. Adhyasa is possible. So therefore, Ataha, therefore, Swaprakashatvena Bhasamanatvat Atmanaha Adhyasadhishthanatvam Sambhavati iti aha. Atmanaha Swaprakashatvena Bhasamanatvat. Because Atma is available as something which is self-evident. He says, Adhyasadhishthanatvam Atmanaha Adhyasadhishthanatvam. Atma being available as the Adhisthana, the basis, locus for Adhyasa, Sambhavati iti bhava, is possible. What was the contention of the Purvapaksha? Because Atma is not available for perception through Indriyas, because Atma is not an object of cognition, it cannot be Adhisthana for Adhyasa. He said, look, I have shown you. Atma is available for knowing as such, and so, and Vishaya also means something that is cognized, that is enough for that. Not that a Vishaya, when we say what? We say Atma is not a Vishaya. Pramata, knower himself is not there. The one who objectifies as different from me is not there. What is there only? Swayam Prakasha, Atma. That will be clear when in the first and second sutra, the context of nature of Atma Jnana comes. When it comes, what is the nature of Atma Jnana? And Atma Sarupa also has to be very clear. Then what exactly is meant by Avishaya? Means the objectifier himself is not. Who is objectifier? Identified with the body. Himself is not there. Where is the question of objectification? The subject himself has got what? Lost बोलेगा तो वापस आएगा. The subject himself has become extinct forever, never to return. Where is the object? What remains? The swarupa of subject alone remains. Scientists are either true scientists, not these ordinary fellows. The true scientists are thinking. All along we are investigating the object, but we have neglected the subject, the observer. Science is all about objects observed, but observer, subject, we have totally neglected. Even Einstein also had thought of it as such. So that is, Vedanta deals with the nature of the subject, the knower. Subject here means the knower, pramata, and that the pramata whose swarupa is ascertained, that pramatritva goes, pramaswarupa, Atma only remains. That is it. Bhavaha. Now, see what he has said. Bhashyakara proved that Adhisthana of Adhyasa in the case of Atma is available for Vishya. But answer is not complete. You know why? It's like a lawyer. The Purvapaksha has argued it should be Indriya Sanyukta. It should be available for objectification, Vishayatva. Answer is not yet given. So therefore, Bhashyakara proceeds to point out there is no rule that Adhisthana of Adhyasa must necessarily be perceived through the Indriya. Indriya Sanyuktatva must be there, and it should be actual object available for objectification. Such a rule is not there. If you have given me the example of Shukti Rajata, I have got stock of other examples. stock of other examples also to show you where direct perception by Indriya is not required. Actual objectification not required. This is Tika continued. Yaduktam, whatever that was said by who? Purapakshi. Yaduktam, Purapakshi. Aparokshadhyasadhishthanatvasya. Adhishthanatvasya means that which is adhisthana and which is aparokshadhyasa. Aparoksha here is pratyaksha. See, look here, huh? Be careful. Aparokshatvacha meaning was what? Swaprakashatva. In the bhashya aparokshatvat meaning was swaprakasha. But this aparoksha is, earlier you have seen pratyaksha. So that is adhisthanatvasya yaduktam aparokshadhyasadhishthanatvasya. Adhisthana of an adhyasa, which is aparoksha means directly perceptible. It should be what? Indriya sanyuktataya grahyatvam. It should be perceptible through indriyas. In the grahyatvam. That is the rule. Vyapakam means that ascertains the vyapti, that this is the, that is adhisthana. Means what is that? For the adhisthana of any directly perceived adhyasa must be perceptible through indriya. This is the rule. Who told? Purvapaksha. He said, no. The tatraha, to this effect, answer is given. Who has given? Bhashyakara. What is that? Nachayam iti. Nacha ayam iti. Nachayam stands for, refers to bhashya. Read it.
Nacha ayam asti niyamaha purovasthite eva vishaye vishayantaram adhyasitavyam iti.
Sir, there is no such rule. Ayam niyamaha na asti. Niyama means a rule. There is no such rule. What rule? Purovasthite eva vishaye. That literally purovastha means, avasthita means placed or present, where puraha, in front. In an object or in an adhisthana which is in front of you means which is perceptible through the indriya. Purovasthita means indriya grahye. So Purovasthita means indriya grahye eva vishaye vishayantaram adhyasitavyam. Another object should be means can be superimposed. Ayam niyamaha nasti. There is no such rule. I hope you got it. There is no rule that something else has to be superimposed or can be superimposed only in an adhisthana which is indriya grahya. No rule. How? We have told you Shukti Rajata. Yes. In Shukti Rajata it is there. But I can give you example where adhisthana is not indriya grahya and yet adhyasa is possible. Tatra hetum aha. Tatra hetuma means adhyasa can take place in adhisthana which is not indriya grahya, which is not perceived through the indriyas, we say. Where Bhashya continues, apratyakshe api. Apratyakshe. 19, first word.
Apratyakshe api hi akashe balaha talamalinatādyadhyasyanti.
Says apratyakshe api akashe. What is apratyaksha? See tika. Where will you find tika now? Earlier page. Earlier page where you are left, you should be there. Last but third third line beginning apratyakshye api. Its meaning is given indriyagrahye api ityarthaha. Indriyagrahye api ityarthaha. In a thing that cannot be perceived by the indriya, ityarthaha. So therefore, apratyakshye api. What is that? Akashe. Space. See, we say akasha, sky. Sky here in the sense of, see, moment you say sky, what comes in your mind? Blue. Blue. You know, that is adhyasa. That is adhyasa. That's what is the adhyasati. There is nothing called blue there. There is nothing called blue there. What is the space? It's akashe. In space, you say, is space perceptible through the eyes, ear, nose, tongue, touch? No. Apratyaksha means indriya agrahe. So that is it. So akashe. Balaha. You know is balaha. Avivekinaha. You decide whether you want to be bala. Bala or viveki. Balaha. Childish fellows. Avivekis. Balaha. What they do? He says, Tala malinatadi adhyasyanti. They superimpose tala, a base. Base means canopy. You know, a canopy, like a big canopy. As a mala, impurity. You know, at the time of sunset, it becomes yellow. Oh, some yellow, some color has come. Something other than something impurity as a adi for Indra Neela, like a sapphire, like a sapphire, or kataha, you know, kadai, bhaji karte hai na, ulti kadai, you know, the frying pan of where oil is put and all the things are known, that is all like bhaji, etc. are done. Kadai or kadai, Marathi kadai, Hindi kadai, frying pan also can be flat one. This is a hemisphere, half spherical frying pan. So that is that. Kavadi, that is different. Something. So that is that. Okay, that is that. See. So there we say, that is Malitantadi adhyasyanti. They superimpose. Is it not? Why they? We also. Sky means blue. That's what we say. A sky means a canopy. That is a concept. But so we know that it is not so. That is the only difference. We know that it is not. In a three-dimensional movie, suppose a tiger jumps, a child cries, but you. So you have also reaction, but immediately you say, oh, it is only a movie. But the child takes it to be real. So that the child takes it to be permanently blue, but it appears to be blue, but you know that it is not blue. So that is it. So that is that. Balaha tala malinatadi adhyasyanti. So that is now being explained by Tika. Balaha aviveka. Tala base. Indra Neela, I have the last but third line on the earlier page, 18. Indra Neela means sapphire. Indra Neela or Indra Neela Mani means sapphire. A huge sapphire, blue gem. Kataha, shallow boiler for oil, that is what you say, a frying pan. Ulta, kataha. Kalpam means tulyam, like that. Nabha is the sky, akasha. Again, malinam. Malinam means like pitam, yellow, etc. Iti evam aparoksham adhyasyanti. Aparoksha means pratyakshata. Directly they superimpose. Tatra indriya grahyatvam nasti iti. In the case of akasha, perceptibility through indriya, perception of akasha through indriya, is not there. Vyabhicharat, your rule is what? Dismissed now. Because we have pointed out exception. It is not in Shukti Rajata, yes, but in Akasha Talamala it is not. So therefore, Vyabhichar, because that gets, your rule gets negated. So therefore, it is that Adhisthana must be Indriyagrahya, such Vyapti is not there. Na Vyapti, such Vyapti is not there at all. Means Adhisthana must be necessarily perceived by Indriya, sense organs. Such a rule is not there. Why? It doesn't apply in the case of Adhyasa, which takes place in the Akasha as Tala, Mala, etc. Om
Adranno api vataya manaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam Nijantargatam Pasyanatmani Mayaya Bahirivo Bhutai Yatha Nidraya Yasakshat Purute Prabodha Samaye Swatmanameva Dvayam Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namaidam Shri Dakshina Murtaye Ashumani Nirachaste Tanoti Shubha Santatim Smruti Matrena Yat Pumsam Brahma Tanmangalam Param Ati Kalyana Rupatva Nitya Kalyana Samshraya Smartrunam Varadatvacha Brahma Tanmangalam Viduhu Omkarascha Shabdascha Tvavetau Brahmana Pura Kantam Bhitva Vine